Hey fam, how's it going? Thank you so much for joining me in this All Signs Tarot reading. My name is Amy if you're new here, and if you're returning, thanks. Let's see what kind of messaging we can get into today. Usually on this channel, it's very encouraging because that's what I'm here for, because I believe in you, okay? If you're not here for that, it's okay. That's fine. I'm just gonna do it anyway, okay? Okie dokie. To start off, let's play with the archetypes because that's how I do. Boop. Oh, okay. The mask wanted to stay in there and not come out to play, but guess what? It's time to play. If you're wondering why I'm suddenly showing my face, it's first of all because I can. Second of all, I don't know. All right, the first card that we have here is Thanatos. Okay, then. I don't get to see this card too often, so don't mind me as I grab the book. I've mentioned before that I typically see these same cards over and over. It's like they're trying to make a point or something. Thanatos. Don't mind my nails, I just did them and I'm out of remover, so I can't clean up my mess. It's okay, the shower will do that trick. So, the one word under it, you know, it'll have like the whatever, before getting to the paragraph. The one word for this one is death. It is tempting to oversimplify death and sum it up as a transformation. But the true archetypal, how about I not block the kitty? Because that's one of the main reasons why I'm doing it here right now. Because she's too cute. Her name's Kona. She says hi. She's just not even looking this way. That's par for the course. It's okay. But the true archetypal resonance of Thanatos cannot be easily assimilated or contained. Death is ongoing and omnipresent, an eternal response to the gift of birth, witnessing the ending of another being, creature, phase, or stage has deep consequences for the psyche. We are forever changed by Thanatos as it sweeps us under its wings, making us relinquish control in every form. It leaves a mark of ash upon our heart, signifying we have touched the cusp of the underworld and will return to the land of the living eventually with more compassion and wisdom to share. This capacity is needed in our world. One who has faced the annihilation of Thanatos can face anything. Now, when this card appears, it signifies an initiation into the underworld. Damn, fam, damn. I take care of my mom. She's old. So I kind of don't want to hear this shit right now. I don't know about you. Says there are those with a great gift for navigating Thanatos energy. Thankfully, we find these generous souls in emergency rooms, hospitals, hospice centers, and the like. All right, we're going to move on from that. Yep, we're moving on from that. I cannot, oh my goodness. Facing Thanatos, death. Kim, can you stop it with that word? Leads us to the Althea, truth. Is that the next card? No, I think. No, it's not. You're such a liar. I'm being a smartass, I swear. When light, grieving, mourning, bearing witness to all that is. When dark, fear, or insensitivity to old age, illness, the dying. That was deep. Like, what the hell? One thing that keeps coming up, whether in these readings or scrolling through Pinterest, is when you're trying to move on, when you're trying to evolve and change and begin a new chapter, a fresh start in your life, all it costs is your old self, right? And I'm kind of feeling like she's trying to go other places that I don't want to. Like, nope, time out. Like, you need to stop, okay? For some reason, I'm not, like, what if it were the tarot death card, I'd be like, yeah, you know? But I'm not feeling that way. Like, I feel a little bit triggered and I'm trying to play it cool right now. Can you tell? Okay, we're gonna move on to the Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle deck, okay? Why? Because I can. All right. Hello? Yeah. If you're still here, thanks. All right. I always say it because I mean it. I love this deck for the positive vibes. Kim. Oh my goodness. A little snarky never hurt no one. Okay. But it's like there's such a jarring image here with this tree burning, right? And yet, I don't know about you, but I really love the colors of this card. They're so pretty and almost wooing me with them, right? There can be a beauty in letting go and being able to recognize that it's not meant to be held on to, at least not anymore, right? The vibe I'm getting from this right now, this 18th card of the deck, is kind of similar to, I just had it in escape. Well, I guess it's not coming back, so fuck it. You often take on the pain of others. You used to think it was because you're an empath, but these days you're not so sure. Sometimes it feels like other people are emptying their emotions into you and giving nothing in return. Sometimes we even feel we've inherited pain from those who come before us in our family tree. This is your permission to let it go. Your life is ultimately about you, not what other people expect you to carry for them. Okay, there we go. So we're talking about things like generational trauma, generational curses, whichever you prefer. I don't believe in curses. These readings are for my kindred souls. And I don't know about you, but one thing that I've been having to realize and grow from and recognize is my mother is basically her father. And when you have people who, like I've said before, if as a child you were not shown respect, how are you able to provide it yourself for others, right? If you don't know it. If it's only ever been demanded of you, well, how are you demanding something without showing it to your child, right? Another thing that also comes from this line is autism. So I've had to recognize that aspect of it, added into the, if this is all you know, then that's all you know. And very often I've called bullshit on that because especially in our day and age, you know, we have things like the internet. So we really are able to see different people, different families, living differently, being different instead of all that we've ever known, right? And so I kind of consider it a bit of a cop-out. Whereas back in my mom's time when she was younger and living with her parents and all of that and being taught, like, it just wasn't the same, right? It was racist AF and very misogynistic and forcefully putting beings into boxes, right? Segregating, labeling things is survival mode. But where does that end, right? Where do we slip out of survival mode and just let things be? Just accept that that's your deal, but that's not mine. You know, where's that strength for someone to recognize, I don't like how this feels, and I'm never going to do this to my children. I'm never going to treat another human being in such a way, right? And this is basically calling for you to whatever toxicity, whatever it was that you've been carrying with you from others, from your lineage, from your parents, your family, the things that we were told while we were growing up. Like, I will never forget meeting my dad's aunt. And I was, as a kid, I was always dancing all over the place. I still, let's be real, I still do. But but I was, especially back then, tap dancing all over the place. If I found a wooden floor, right? And I'm pretty sure that's exactly what I was doing. It was like, it was the holidays, so it was the family getting together, and I had my pretty little dress on and my nice dress shoes that sounded really good on those floors, and I was dancing all over the place, right? And his aunt came up to me and was like, did that thing, maybe you've heard this, you know, when I was your age, children were meant, words, why? Children were meant to be seen and not heard. And it was like, okay, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know exactly what you want from me, but thank goodness my dad isn't like you, you know? Because he stayed with them, his aunt and uncle, for a while. So, you know, thank goodness, right? And I just really feel compelled to say it's okay to be you. It's okay to go your own way. And if they want to call you a black sheep, then whatever. Apparently they didn't want to get to know you. Apparently they didn't want to see who was really standing before them. And that's on them, okay? You didn't do anything wrong, fam. That's on them. That's their path. That's their inability to heal. It takes a lot of strength and integrity and courage to be able to go against the grain, to be like, nope, that's not for me. And good on you. All right. All right. I was babbling again there. Hey, thank you for your patience if you're still here. I really appreciate it. Because guess what time it is, fam? It's clarification time. All right. Hey, none of them stayed in the box this time. Cool. What's on the very bottom as I pull it out? Boosh. The Ace of Swords. Oh, yeah, baby. Let's go on. Oh, is she going to abandon us again? Kona. No, she isn't. Ooh. What's trying to slip out of my grasp? The Three of Wands, the Five of Wands, and the Three of Pentacles. 353. Maybe that resonates with someone. Either way, I like seeing a bunch of threes. It's not just moving on and expanding. It's collaboration. It's growth, right? You're finding people who you can work with, who do accept you for who you are, who are still there and who don't want to go anywhere, right? They see you in your full glory and they love you. If you don't know them yet, heads up. But the Five of Wands, sometimes it can be a matter of ego getting in the way. So please make sure it's not yours. The ego plays its part, but it shouldn't be controlling us, fam, right? And maybe it's just a matter of don't compare yourself to others. Healthy competition doesn't include that. It's inspiration, right? Instead of comparing yourself, be inspired by it, because they're showing you what's possible. And now you get to do your own thing, right? Heck yeah. All right, moving on. Let's finish this. Okie dokie. Time to cut the deck. 2 of 3. And taking the middle over to the left and boosh. All right, so what is chapter 1? The Queen of Wands. Hey, I was literally just watching Paul over at Dove and Serpent do a Virgo reading, and he always has like this mystery card that he puts off face down, and we check it out at the end, and every time I'm like, it's the Queen of Wands. It's the Queen of Wands. I love the Queen of Wands. She might as well be the magician. She's been through a lot, and she's very, very courageous. She's, you know, the wands are creativity and passion, but also courage, that fire, right? And this one time, I was like, it's going to be temperance, right? It was the Queen of Wands! I was like, motherfucker! The one time that I didn't think it would be her, it totally was. And that's how it goes, right? I love seeing her come up in a reading, because that's exactly what we need right now, as far as I'm concerned. We need to be bold. We need to be firm within ourselves, right? We've survived the trial by fire. You know what I mean? We are the phoenix evolving and getting that freaking ash the fuck off our wings, right? But also it has that sunflower, and that's a symbol for autism. So if you're also on the spectrum, hi fam. Oh, wow. Chapter 2 in this story is the 10 of Cups. That is fulfillment. Boom, 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 boom. I guess the reading's done now. Let's move on with our lives. Thank you so much. Hot diggity dog, fam. Aww. And it's so cool because the way, you know, drawing them like that, it's almost like she's looking toward it, right? She's like, oh, it's time. It is time, fam. Wow. Okay. Well, you know, I normally at times am saying I've started from the bottom and now we at the top. Like, what? We're starting at the top, fam. Hermit. I am a Virgo. You don't have to be a Virgo. Like I said, this is all signs. But maybe you are like me and we're kin in that sense as well, where I have a tendency to be a bit of a recluse and a bit of a homebody, just doing my thing. But I feel, again, very compelled to point out that it looks like the star is within that lantern to me. So that light within, those, like, we shut out the world, we shut out everybody else, boosh, so that we can get better in touch with ourselves and what we need to be doing, what our soul is craving, where our own light that we honor now, we can follow it, because our intuition won't lead us astray, right? Not when we're being true to ourselves. They say that sin is really just not being true to yourself, not being true to your soul, right? So we're going to go on that, okay? Ooh, 6 of Swords. Okay. So maybe this is just going hand in hand with the Hermit, but maybe, what is that vibe? Have you been wanting to move? It's really difficult to heal and grow and transform yourself and have new beginnings when you're still living in that environment, isn't it? It's really difficult to move on when you're still surrounded by everything that you want to move on from. Like, I'm ready to leave the Pacific Northwest. It's time as far as I'm concerned. I have no idea where I'm going. I feel like I've been doing the research And then at some point I learned something. I'm like, okay, how about not there? You know, maybe you can relate to that, where you may be struggling with figuring out where to go next. And so then it just becomes about being open to the possibilities, being open to, you know, being shown from your guides, the universe, God, whatever that is for you, right? And just doing what you can for now and not worrying about it, because everything's going to work out as it should, right? As long as you're doing what, you know, you want to be doing and what you're striving toward, and you're not giving up on yourself. Otherwise, what is all of this for, right? What did we survive all of this for, if not to bring about our own fulfillment, our own wish fulfillment, our own future that we're trying to build and work toward, right? Otherwise, what's the point? Coming up underneath the Queen of Wands is the whole dang Empress, fam. That's one of my birth cards. I don't know about you. Oh, yay. Okay, so the spunk and fiery, passionate, like maybe sometimes you're a little too hot to handle for some. Once able to evolve past the trauma of it all, and, you know, because it's like, how are we able to feel like we're in our wish fulfillment, we're in our future that we're trying to build, if we've never known anything like that before, right? Especially if we're still living in that environment that we don't want to be in anymore, that we're trying to heal from and grow from, right? And I think you're doing just fine. I think you got it. Whatever methods, whether it's affirmations or meditation, therapy, maybe you've begun exercising. Who needs a New Year's, right? Whatever it is that you're doing to bring this about, whether you're hermiting away, literally moving away, you are evolving past this. Like, it is coming to fruition. So just trust yourself. Trust the process. Maybe you've never fully known how to. It's the first time for everything, fam. I mean, most things anyway, right? Like, oh my goodness. What's coming up underneath the freaking 10 of Cups, fam? Oh my goodness. The 9 of freaking Pentacles. Wow. Look at you. Look. Oh, you got this, fam. And you are doing it for yourself. I already said that, as far as I'm concerned, the Queen of Wands is the freaking magician. She's the witch of the tarot. So says a lot of people. You're doing it. You're doing the thing. And if you're returning, maybe you're getting tired of hearing that. I'm not done saying it, though, because I think that there are people that are here to hear that. And that's just incredible. Look at those two together. Don't they look so good together? Yeah. Oh, you've got this. The Pentacles are everything. They're all the seeds that you've been planting. Everything come into fruition. This season, this harvest that we just had, you know, it's November at the time of filming this. Like, that's not the only good harvest. Like, this is just completion. This is everything. This is, I keep using the word because it's the word, fruition. Everything's coming to fruition. Just stay the course, because you know what makes your soul purr, okay? Trust that. Trust yourself. That's what we're learning to do, right? To trust ourselves. We don't need all of these other voices in our heads, just ours. And maybe, you know, those guides and the intuition and stuff that are actually, you know, helpful instead of the BS that we had to grow up around. What? 2 queens have entered, chat fam. Underneath the Hermit is the Queen of Cups. So that I feel like, because she's looking toward the 9 of Pentacles and the Empress, there's like a little bit of, I did it. I really did it going on here. And this ability, you've been learning how to nurture yourself, how to really take care of yourself, how to feel emotions without them controlling the rest of your day. That takes a lot of work. I've battled depression most of my life. That's one of the good things about learning. If, you know, whatever your diagnoses may be, right? When it comes to autism, I bet I was depressed before. I had no idea, right? You try and you try and you try and you try, and it's just not the way you expect it to, you know, the things just aren't thinging the way you're expecting them to thing. And then it's like, oh, well, no wonder why. I've been living somebody else's life this whole time. The fact that she's coming up underneath the Hermit, like, you've been doing this hard work. You've been trying to really harness the things and figuring out what works for you in a way that doesn't sacrifice anymore. You've been reclaiming parts of yourself that shouldn't have been sacrificed in the first place. You know, forgive yourself for the things that you did in survival mode. Forgive yourself for the things that you did when you didn't know any better. Okay, that was then and this is now, and the past does not get to define you, no matter what anybody else is saying. Okay, fam? I've said it before, I'll say it again. You can have as many fresh starts as you want. This is your life. You're the ruler and dictator of your own life. And I'm just saying, you have such a warm, nurturing vibe. This is such a, like, I accept you. Do you accept me? No? Okay. I love you anyway. I'm going to move on. You know what I mean? Coming up underneath the 6 of Swords and moving on and letting go of the choppy waters, the discourse, the confusion, right? Is the Ace of Wands. That's creativity, that is power, that is passion, and to new beginnings. Right? That is beautiful. Oh, fam. We have a lovely balance going on here. What are we missing? We have Swords, we have Pentacles, we have Cups, we have some glorious Cups. We have the 10 of Cups and the Queen of Cups, fam. Holy cow pie, Batman. Don't worry about the binaries. I'm non-binary. I don't give a crap about the binaries. I give a crap about a person's heart, mind, and soul, right? This is very nurturing. And you've been learning how to nurture yourself. You've been returning to, what is this creativity that you have going on? Have you been painting? Maybe you're trying to figure out how to get these ideas from point A to point B, right? And manifesting your imaginary, you know, your ideas. Words are hard sometimes, okay? What's the epilogue to this story? Go time. Hey, oh my goodness gracious. Being led by the intuition, being led by, like, you, this isn't just a hasty retreat. This isn't just a deuces. No, 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 no. A lot of planning has gone into this. A lot of getting to the nitty gritty. And I feel like these together are really speaking to me. Just we go from the dark blue to the lighter blue to like the sunshine in the background of all that blue, right? Wow, it is go time, fam. So if you're not feeling that just yet, guess what? Coming in hot, right? The universe backs you. You are connected to the divine. Again, whatever that means for you. Like, quite frankly, if you're a Christian, well, then the Holy Spirit is within you, isn't it? Why don't you follow through on that thought, right? If, you know, you don't really believe in anything, well, then believe in yourself. You're right there. Flesh and blood, baby, right? And you're not, there's no confusion. There's only growth. And a damn good head on your shoulders. Like, you have been gathering facts and gathering everything, you know what I mean? So maybe there are certain things that you're unsure about at this very moment, but they're going to become more and more clear the further along you progress, and you just need to trust that. You need to trust yourself and really fully embrace and, you know, yourself, but let go of these words that have been haunting your mind that have the voices of other people. Get those other voices out of your head. They don't belong there. I mean, unless, you know, there's a particular diagnosis going on, and I mean, you know, be the exception. That's okay. That's basically what I'm saying. Either way, you are an exception. Whether your family considers you the black sheep or not. Hey, black sheeps are cute, okay? Maybe I'm goth. I am. But they're cute. This robe is cute, Gandalf, all right? Wow. That is a whole heck of a lot of yellow on my table. And when it's not yellow, it's these white backgrounds that is like a blank canvas just waiting for you to paint all over it, fam. Wow. Wow. Or it's these really... What was that? I thought one of the cats had jumped down, but I guess not. It's these really pretty blues, or it's these yellows and stuff. Like the coloring here are really freaking pretty. My goodness, let the sunshine in. Let's go, fam. Where are we going next? What we're gonna do? This pair here, it's almost like God is saying, here you go. That's how you get the heck out of Dodge, fam. Boosh. Wow. Aw, thanks. You know what I mean? Like, yay. What's on the bottom of that deck? I'm really curious. The Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is shutting the world out. Taking a breather. Getting your head on right. You're putting the swords up because you have nothing to battle. I know this is a Chariot, but does this person really seem like they're going out to battle? They have armor on. Yeah, sure. But when you look at the details of it, it's full of magical symbols. There's no one to fight anymore, fam. This healing journey, I feel like this stuff underneath here is also speaking of healing. You wouldn't be able to get into this Chariot without healing and tending to your own soul, your own mind, your own heart. and getting in sync with those and being true to yourself. That's what you've been doing from the get-go, at least right now. This current chapter, this current moment, there's balance able to happen. You can't manifest without being able to have that balance between your emotions and your mind and your soul. It just wouldn't work out like this, you know what I mean? So even if you're having a day where it just doesn't feel that way, where you can't see that, you know, in the mirror right now, and that's why you're watching a tarot video. I like watching tarot videos. I don't as much as I was for a minute there, because of the positive vibes. To me, these days, especially on YouTube, where we have a lot of community readings going on, right? It's almost like they're an esoteric life coach, helping you to figure it out for yourself and supporting you, believing in you, even though we've never met, right? Why would a stranger be able to believe in you more than you believe in yourself? What's that about, right? Yay, fam. Okay, what are the extra notes? Because I'm just going to sit here being a cheerleader like, woohoo, until the cows come home. Don't think I won't, because I will. All right, go ahead and give these little note cards a bit of a shuffle. Again, thank you so much if you're still here. I really appreciate it. You stuck it through to the end, and that's freaking incredible for a YouTuber. Seriously, it's free. I mean, it costs time. It just took time out of your life, and I appreciate that you spent it here with me. I really do. That's incredible. Cutting the deck in half. Oh, I can see it through the back, fam. Boosh. Relax. You've got this. You've got this. You're doing the thing. I don't need to give you advice. You already know what to do. And you're just going to follow through, aren't you? That's a running theme these days. It's all good. And my little note on this one is the Bob Marley and the Wailers song, Three Little Birds. I tend to wake up with like a song, something to kind of like get me excited for the day and to just, boom, set the tone. And oftentimes it's Three Little Birds. When I was a nanny last year, that's how I would wake up the kiddo and pull him out of his little bassinet. I would be singing Rise Up This Morning. And at the bottom, ring, 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 banana phone. Wow. No, really. Incoming call, email, text, DM. I guess you got a message coming in, eh? Is it? I don't know. What are you trying to say here, Amy? Oh, fam. Alrighty. Go time. What I say is motherfucking go time. It's motherfucking go time. And now I'm thinking of Brian from Family Guy and that peanut butter jelly. Okay, moving on. Hey, thank you so much for joining me. I still really appreciate it. And always keep in mind that I love you.